I'm very excited today because this is an old but wonderful story. And you know it. No, it's really nice to see a story. One, you know, that means that you can participate in it some more. So the story is, the first time it was ever written down was in 1840. But it's much older than that, and it has a lot of versions to it. They're always updating it. I'm pretty sure there was a animated film made out of it, and other versions as well. And in the heroes of the story, there are three heroes, and depending on how you tell it, there could even be four heroes. And I've told it in a variety of different ways, but I'm going to try to keep it as close to the original as possible. But first, we are going to meet the characters and see how they are built. This involves, as I said before, not one, not two, but three heroes. I also like to include their mama, who isn't seen on screen, but does definitely move them along. And the anti-hero, which could be called the enemy, but he's just doing what doing what he does, which is to look for something to eat. And maybe he has somebody who started him out on his journey as well. So the characters in our story are three pigs and one wolf. And also, as I said before, the mama pig and the mama wolf, who set them out on their journey. In order to make our pigs, I have two of them already made. I'm going to introduce them to you. This is their stand, which helps make them a puppet. And it also helps me tell the story because then they can be independent while I'm telling. And I will show you all their beautiful parts, like this one here. It's my favorite part, I will admit, because pigs, I don't even know if it's true, I haven't had a pig in my house in a while, have curly tails. And we can make all of that things. The other cool part about this, I think, is that it has a little bit of math to it. So it requires you to have 4 circles of paper and 2 triangles. So when we put them all together, we get pig and one long rectangular piece of a board that will make his stand up. So quickly is the operative word. I'm going to make the third pig, and he is going to be the pig that works really fast. And you know what? He built his house right. He built his house of straw because he was in such a hurry. So this is his pig body, and this is his pig head, and this will become his pig tail, kind of like the one that I will have pretty soon if I don't get a haircut. And then there's a little pig snout, it's called, and that will become the nose, and in the pig world it's called the snout. And then these 2 little triangles, which we're going to put on the very first thing. So I'm going to take his pig head, put these here, and just for quick as quick can be, I'm going to take my handy dandy ever-present stapler. If you don't have a stapler, you can use glue. If you don't like glue, and a lot of people don't, including me, because it gets on everything, then you can use Scotch tape, or you could use a glue stick, that works too. And there's one ear, piggy ear, and then here's another piggy ear. Okay, now we have his head. I like to just make it a little bit 3-dimensional by folding it down like that. Now, if you will note, these will become his piggy eyebrows in just a bit. Now we need a piggy snout. That's here. And I'm going to take the scissors, and I'm going to do it backwards to me and facing you so you can see. I'm going to, and I can't even see what I'm doing. So hopefully I got a piggy, oh, I did. I got a piggy mouth on there. And I'm going to even point this out a little bit so that he becomes, as I said, 3-dimensional. Now that we have his piggy head, we're going to put his piggy head on his piggy body. And I think this one's going to be just a little different. I like him to be kind of different. So they do have different personalities. And oh, I bet you think this hurts when I staple his head together. But it doesn't, because he's not done yet. And there he is. Now he's got his piggy head and his piggy body. So where does his piggy tail go? The piggy back. Piggy back. Again, I said that word. So watch this. This is fun. You can do this. And when you get all your material together, you can try it out. So if you're saying to me, oh, Marilyn Price, I don't have any pink paper. Does it have to be pink? No. Oh, Marilyn Price, I don't have any construction paper. Does it have to be? No. You may have newspaper. You may have stuff that is about to be recycled. You may have printing paper in the printer you have, or the computer you have. Any paper will do. You can decorate it. If you think pigs are sloppy, you can even draw some scratchies on it. So now we have a pigtail. Think of the things you can make out of this. Now we're going to take pigtail and put it in the proper pig place. So where does the tail go? It goes on the back of our friend, the pig. Once again, I'm going to take the stapler and I'm going to staple pigtail to pig. Whoops, that was my finger in there. Just kidding, I'm fine. I think I'm going to do two, because I may have missed, right? And this is a lesson in watching what you're doing, right? Hey, I think we got it. Oops, sorry, lost my pigtail. So let's try it again. That's why. If at first you don't succeed, staple again. That's what I say. All right, am I there? Cool. All right, now we got it. I'm going to put another one in just to keep him stable, so to speak. All right, pig front, pig back. Now, how did I make that weird stand? I will admit, I even sometimes surprise myself. So what I'm going to do is do this. Fold it over once. And then, that's a puppet too, right? I'm going to fold it once, this way. That way. Got it? And fold it again. So we actually have kind of like a double book. So you'd say, you can read it from this side, and you can read it from that side. Cool, huh? So that's what it is. It's folded like that, with the letter W, or M, or Mom, or Wow, or Mom. Now we're going to take this and put it on our piggy so he stands up. And here it goes. Didn't want to cover up his beautiful tail after we spent so much time making him. So I put the double fold, got that, on the front. And then again, oh yeah, the staple. And here we go, the last time. Once. And last but not least, this time I think I'm going to watch. Twice. If you are so inclined, you could pretend this is Mr. Piggy's overalls and give him some decoration here, but we want to get on with our story. So what I'm going to do is leave him alone, but show you one last thing. If you recall in the story, the pigs run. They run from house number 1 to house number 2. So he's got to be wearing shoes. So you can draw him on, you can cut him on, scissors, or you can leave his shoes off. You can make him a piggy foot. I don't have much acquaintanceships with piggy feet, but I bet you could figure that out. But I'm going to make him shoes, feet, because I want all the pigs to have been given the same clothes as their mama gave them when they left home. So that's his feet. See him? Whomp and whomp. Now, with any luck at all, and a lot of engineering, our piggy can stand up like that on your hand. You can use this as the puppet movement stick. Uh-oh, what did I forget? So glad you're here. I forgot his eyeballs. So what we're going to do is give him some eyes so he can see you, also to see where he's running, and see who's knocking on his door and saying those very famous words. Pig, pig, let me in. And the pig says, not by the hair of my chinny chin. And the wolf says, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Okay? He's got 2 eyes, like us, and he's got a snout. Pigs have 2 holes where their nostrils are. Well, we do too. And I think I'll make him a mouth. What do you think? I think I'll make him a surprise. Well, he's got a mouth where his stapler is, so I think I'll just outline it like that. All right, pig's done. And because this is the pig that was in such a hurry, I'm going to draw you a visual clue on what he builds his house on. Okay? Such a hurry. He builds his house of straw. Got it. All right. So now we need one more character, and that would be the wolf. So this, I hope, is something you have around the house. We get these every day in the mail. They're called bills, and they have envelopes holding the bill and an envelope to return it so that the people that are giving us all the things we need will get paid. So the first thing you do is you take out the bill. And now you have, and you pay it. Now you have an envelope. So I'm not going to give you a brand new envelope. You don't need a new envelope. You use this one. You can use the envelope it came in. I took this one only because it was the one I could find. That would be the truth. Now, our hand goes in, flap goes inside. The wolf, if you recall, has a mouth that opens and closes. It helps him go blowing down the houses that he can blow down and giving him his famous line of huffing and puffing and blowing the house down. So allow me to show you how to make your wolf at home. I use envelopes to make all kinds of puppets, but in particular ones that open and close them. So I'm going to do that again. Even help the noise along, because if you blow into the envelope, it makes a great sound. More powerful than I think. All right, so here is our wolf. Remember, I'm going to use this top part so that we can draw him some scary teeth, because his scary teeth come from the top. Scary, scary teeth. Our wolf happens to be, in all honesty, not so very scary, because he has a different kind of story. And you can change it, like all the people who write stories do. In the original one, he gets it in the end, but there he is. What do you think? Scary enough for you? Mm-hmm. Now, he also needs eyeballs, so we can see where he's going. Nice, dark eyeballs. You can do whatever else you want with him. I like that my fingers show through. That's how easy he is to, well, we forgot one thing. Our wolf has ears, just like the pigs. But I don't want you to bother making anything new. So before I do that, I'm going to show you one more time how to make this envelope. You take in the mail. You say thank you to all those lovely mail providers, the carriers. You say thanks so much for being out there giving me my mail. Now, it doesn't come that way, right? So we're going to have to do it. Flap inside, hand like this, one on the top, one on the bottom, stretch out your hand like that, and then you push, and then you close. Wolf. And then you can straighten it out because, you know, here's the truth. It wasn't meant to be a puppet. It was meant to be an envelope. Then I'm going to do something, too, to him that makes him look a little bit more wolfy. I'm going to cut right here, just a little bit. Not very much, because we don't want to get his ears in front of his eyes. And then we're going to bend here. And we're going to bend here. And now our wolf has ears, eyeballs. I think we need to make him a little more sinister. Okay. Sinister means kind of a little bit scary, but not too scary. It's not his fault, you know. He's a wolf. Wolves do what wolves are supposed to do. Maybe our little pigs can help him. Okay? All right. Now, one wolf who's going to huff and puff and blow your house down. Not yours, the pigs. And 3 little pigs. Oh, silly me. I forgot the scenery. How can you blow a house down if you don't have one? So I did make some houses. I will tell you that in advance. And what I did was I took a piece of cardboard because it could stand by itself. If you don't have cardboard, you could use paper. If you don't have either, you could use your imagination. You could use your hand. A straw house would look like that. pig can hide behind it. And when the wolf blows, it's gone, very simple. Or you could make this quickie house of straw for the wolf, for the pig to hide behind. Ooh, okay. And then, of course, we have a house of sticks. I didn't finish it because I wanted the pig to hide behind it, but all I did was draw some lines, and they make sticks. See what the camera does to the lines? Kind of cool. You could do that. You could make it shorter, or you could draw some more on it. I'm just going to cut it off. It says pig number 2 hides behind the house of sticks. He's in a hurry, but not as big a hurry. And then comes our careful pig who makes a house of bricks. Ready? Now, once upon a time is the way we start our story. One last kind of interesting hint I'm going to give you, just because I think you will have a good time with it. Look at this enormous piece of paper. Ta-da! Oh, where did I go? Okay. Big piece of paper, actually 2 folded together. If you take that long piece of paper, or 1 piece of paper, fold in half and then connect it, and then flap it over like that. All right, you math scientists, geometry people, a rectangle becomes a triangle. What could we do with this triangle to tell our story? Oh yeah, I can hear your brains going. What do you do with it? You make it into all 3 houses at once. And it can stand alone for your puppet stage. You can decorate it. Now, we're not going to be able to use it today because it's too big for our stage. But I am going to show you how to quickly make it into 3 houses. And that is without drawing anything but 3 numbers so you know where to go. The numbers are easy enough, 1, 2, and 3, which is also a classic storytelling device. Ask anybody who's ever told you a story. If there is something happening, it happens in not 1 time, not 2 times, but the 3rd time. So I have kept these 3 together, and I'm going to reach over and get my big old wide pen just to help us out so you'll know what house to go to. House number 1 is made of straw, and that is their address. Number 1 straw house. House number 2 is made of sticks. And house number 3 is made of bricks. So that is our visual clues for today, just in case we forget. Everyone should have a visual clue. And again, look at what happens when you have these 2 big pieces of board. That's not a very sturdy house I built, is it? You can hold it, tell your story, and the pigs can be inside. Now, generally, they wouldn't be in this way because generally people go in through the doors. So when you make your house, you may want to even make doors for your pigs. You can make your pigs smaller. But enough talking without a story, so I'm going to put that house carefully so it doesn't fall on my foot. There. And I'm going to get my pigs ready. I didn't number them, because except for our one with the sticks. Straw, excuse me. And this one here, the slow pig. So, and I got to get my wolf. Just dropped a pig on my foot. So I'm going to be, I think I'll ask I don't think I want to ask the wolf to go get him. I'm going to be carefully listening if I can find him. I need a little oinks. Can you oink for me? Ah, I heard it. Thank you so much. I found him. Oh, pig. Stick with me, pig. Don't go. All right, I got my house ready. I'm going to put him in order so I don't mess up. And we need wolf. Now, I showed you how to make a wolf, but I have a very special present I got from a friend who went a-traveling. And because I have some really cool friends once in a while, not all the time, all my friends are cool, they bring me puppets from other countries. So I don't even have to go. So I'm going to introduce you to Wolfie, who has never been in a story before with me, because I usually only use puppets that I make. But this is Wolfie. It was given to me by a friend who was in Portugal. This is from Portugal. How do you do, Wolfie? Welcome to a story. Are you ready? Pigs are ready. But you don't come on yet. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and they lived with their mama pig and their papa pig. And the pigs had been living at home for quite a while. And Mama Pig felt that they needed to get out into the world. So she said to them, "It is time for you to go and build a house of your own." Now, they kind of liked it at home because Mama took care of them, and who could blame them? But they agreed that it was time to go out on their own. Now, each of those pigs had a personality that suited what they did, like you and me. And it may have not come out the right way all the time, but there was always a reason for it. So off they went. They said goodbye to Mama and goodbye to Papa. They packed their bags and they went off. Now, the first pig was a grand pig, and he loved to do all sorts of fun things. He was always in a hurry. So he built a house of straw, and there he settled in, and he had a wonderful time in his house of straw. Pig number 1. In the meantime, pig number 2, he was a lovely pig as well, and he took things a little bit slower than pig number 1, but not a lot. He also thought that he should use everything around him, so he went to a part in the forest that was filled with sticks. So he took those sticks, our pig number 2, and he built a house of sticks. And he went inside and he closed the door, and he probably took a nice book and sat by the fire that was made with leftover sticks. And so lived pig number 2. Now, pig number 3 was always a little bit more thoughtful. And he had said to himself, "Mama wants me to have a house that will be so very fine and substantial." He had big words too. So he built his house of bricks. "I'm going to build my house of bricks." And he did. He built a house of bricks, and there he settled in with a really good book. Meanwhile, on the other side of the dark but not scary woods, there lived a wolf with his mama and his papa. And one day, Mama Wolf said to him, "Wolf, you know what? You have been living home, and we love you. But it is time for you to go out into the world and get your own place." But Mama, I've lived with you all my life, and you make such good things for me to eat. What will I eat?" And she said, "Wolfie, you're a wolf. You should figure that out for yourself. But I don't want to go to the grocery." "You cannot go to the grocery store. Wolves know what to do." Okay. So she had taught him very well, we hope. And off went Wolf, looking for somebody to live with. Well, the very first place he came to was, you guessed it, the house where the pig who had made his house of straw lived. Now the wolf knocked politely at the door. "Knock, knock." And pig number 1 said, "Who's there?" "It's me, the wolf. I'm looking for some place to live." And the pig said, "Uh-oh. Wolves don't want to just live with me. They're going to want to eat me up." So the pig said, "Nope, but I want to come in. I'm cold and I'm hungry." Oh, hunger is not a good word to say to the pig. So the pig said, "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." And the wolf said, "Well, I know. I will huff and puff and blow your house down." And he did. And he blew down the house of straw. Quickly, pig number 1 raced down the road till he came to the house of pig number 2, who of course let him in. It was his brother. So now we have 2 pigs living in one house and one hungry, sad wolf. Hi, knock, knock. Who's there? Said pig number 1 and 2. Yeah, who's there? Said pig number 1 and 2. It's me, the wolf. I'm looking for a place to live. Oh, well, go ahead. Oh, but you have a house. I was thinking I could share with you. Oh, no. We don't trust you. You want to eat us up. No, I don't. I want a place to live. I'll be a fine guest. I'm so hungry. And once again, he said that word, hungry. Oh, no, not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins, said pig number 1 and 2. Well then, said the wolf, I will huff, I will puff, and I will blow your house down. And he did. Uh-oh. And pig number 1 and pig number 2 had to find a place to live. I know. Where would they go? They went to live with their brother, who had built a house of bricks, and there he let them in because he loved them. So now we have 1, 2, 3 pigs in one house of bricks and one very hungry wolf. Now, in the meantime, the wolf was trying to figure out, what did he do? What did I do that scared those pigs? Wait. When I said the word hungry, maybe they thought I meant to eat them. Oh dear, maybe if I find something for them to share, they will let me in. That's it. And he went all the way back to his house, and he asked his mama for something that he could share with his potential roommates. And she gave him a bowl of soup, and off he went with his pot, spilling that soup all over the feet. Oh, well, he's doing the best he can. He's brand new at this. And then he got to the house where live now the 3 little pigs. And he said, hello. And they said, uh-oh. Oh no, it's the wolf. And the wolf said, please let me in. Why should we let you in? Yeah, why should we let you in? Yeah, we're not going to let you in. Oh, please, I brought you a pot of pea soup. You what? I brought you a pot of pea soup. Well, why would you do that? Because I thought maybe if we shared something, you would let me in, and I'm cold. Aren't you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I just want some friends. So I brought a pot of pea soup. Oh, well, the 3 pigs had a meeting, and they decided that maybe the wolf really wanted a friend. So they, just to make sure, said, what about all that huffing and puffing? Well, it's what I learned in the story. You aren't going to huff and puff and blow our house down? No. Here, look at my soup. See? Beautiful soup. I made it all by myself. You made pea soup? I'm a pretty clever wolf. All right, so the 3 pigs decided that slowly but carefully they would let that wolf come into their house. And they did. And the 3 pigs and the wolf sat down and had a beautiful pot of pea soup. And they told each other stories. And they lived happily ever after. And that could very well be the truth. The end. Take a bow, please. Now, if you happen to pick up the book about the 3 little pigs, you'll find out that everybody tells it differently, and so can you. For example, you could change it. Why do the pigs have to be boys? 2 could be a boy, 1 could be a girl pig. All girls, 3 could be girls, and they could all live however they wish. But you need to add a little drama. You need to add a little excitement, because that's what makes a story. If you add a puppet, make it easier to tell. If you take the bills out of your envelopes and make them into characters, you could change them. For there are lots of stories with wolves. There are lots of stories with pigs. And there are lots of stories with multiples of 3. So think about 3 and think about a story. Make a puppet and live happily ever after. Thanks for coming. The